you were trying to set me up with a guy who has a full-on girlfriend. Like, you might actually be a stalker. Why do you have to go and be messy for? Hey y'all, welcome back to another video. Today we're gonna be doing something a teeny tiny bit different. We're gonna be doing I was about to say vlog, like what? We're about to be doing a story time, which I would have mentioned in my last video. I'm excited. I haven't done one before. This chair's creaking every time I move, and I'm probably gonna be moving a lot. In my little cutesy cup, this is a lemon ginger tea, and I put honey. I don't know. Yo, that burned my throat. It's supposed to keep me hydrated to this video, and it literally just burned my throat. And also, why is this shit so creaky, man? Like, why? I hate when my voice sounds like croaky, but it's because I yap a lot and then I get dehydrated and then I have to drink water. Okay, so let's get started. I'm gonna be looking back and forth between my phone and the camera because I'm just need to remind myself of where I'm at. So there's this guy named Trey. We were really close and we were hanging out a lot. We were just good friends. There was also these two guys named Liam and Tyler, and we were kind of friends. So I'm not gonna say we were best friends. We didn't even really hang out. We were just friends-ish. And then there's a girl named Serena. We were more of acquaintances. We weren't really friends, but whenever we see each other, like, we would talk and we were cool with each other. Then I met this girl. Her name is Rachel. This is gonna sound weird, but I don't know if you guys have ever been in this situation. This girl was basically talking to herself. She was talking out loud, I guess. I looked around, like, the room. I'm looking behind me and I'm not seeing anybody there. Okay, she's either talking to herself or she's talking to me, but I don't know her, and she didn't address me. When I saw this, in my head I was thinking, okay, I know, like, there's these type of girls who be doing this stuff. They just be talking out loud and stuff because they want to get your attention. So then I was just like to her, are you good, like, what's up? Because me, I'm trying to be nice, talking about, oh, there's these guys over there that are from her school or something. And I was just like, oh yeah, okay, you know. I wasn't doing too much because I don't know her. Every time she saw me, she wanted to talk to me and stuff. So then we kind of started the basis of a friendship. We were kind of friends at this point. I wouldn't say she was my best friend or anything, but we literally started talking from this moment. Side note, you know, it will get juicy. It's gonna get juicy eventually. There was this guy, Jerry. We're gonna say Jerry. After she saw me talking to Jerry, immediately she was like, ooh, you guys need to be together, like, today. We need to make you guys date. You guys need to be together right now. And I was just looking at her a little bit like, I'm really quiet, so I don't just talk to everybody. I'm more selective about who I'm talking to, who I'm friends with. He's really friendly to everybody. He talks to everyone. He made an effort to talk to me, so I was talking back to him. And it's literally, bro, it is literally a friendship. Like, hey, how are you? How you doing? We don't even talk, like, on a deep level. Like, it's not even like that. And I'm thinking to myself, now that I know what the situation is, she was trying to get rid of me because she wanted Liam. Okay, she wanted Liam bad. She really wanted Liam. Okay, that's what this is about. It's about Liam. I spoke to a couple people. I'm friends with this other girl and this other guy, and she took it upon herself to be like, hey, you know, I think she would look cute with this and that, and they should really date. What do you guys think? I don't know for what she's telling pretty much everyone that I would look good with this person. Like, I don't even know him. It's what's going on. Then she took it upon herself to go talk to Serena. Serena's like mutuals actually with Jerry, and she's seen Jerry with his girlfriend. So you were trying to set me up with a guy who has a full-on girlfriend. After she finds out he has a man, she's just trying to think, who would she look good with? Who do I need to date? And it's never that. It's never that. I never said I wanted to date anybody. And I realized it's because she thought that me and Liam had a thing, which I'm not even gonna get into. But let's fast forward, okay? So this is when we get into the juicy thing that she did. I was planning on having a lunch event. It was gonna be my sisters and stuff, but I wanted to have my close friends there. I'm closest with Trey right now. So me and Trey are are still good. We're besties. So I invite Trey. And then I didn't really want Trey to be feeling out of place or whatever. So I said, okay, I'm going to invite Liam. And Liam doesn't go anywhere, mind you, without his friend Tyler. I said, okay, I'm going to invite both of them. 3 of them can hang out with each other. I didn't expect them to really tell anybody, but I guess they kind of wanted to figure out who was invited. I kept everything pretty quiet, pretty low key. I just talked to them about it. And then Rachel comes up to me one day and she's just like, oh, you know, we were all talking about you yesterday. Talking about me. She's talking about Tyler, Liam, Serena, and obviously her. So altogether, the 4 of them were just talking about me. So in my head, I clocked it. You expose yourself, basically. Like, no cap, you just expose yourself. You just basically told on yourself. Oops. They were talking about my plans, and the guys dropped it. These 2 girls weren't invited. Keep in mind, somebody had just come up to you and said, we've been talking about you. It made me feel very weird. I want to block somebody. Okay? It's not me being messy. I just wanted to protect myself. I didn't like something. It's gonna cause some tension if people find out. If I feel away, you can go. Like, let me cut you out. You know what I'm saying? At the end of my thought process, I decided I'm gonna block them all as a collective until I figure out what the issue is, basically. After 2 hours, two hours, right? It got back to them. Okay, if you found out the same day, that means you might be a lurker. Like, you might actually be a stalker. You might be lurking on my page, stalking me, because I hadn't posted in a couple of days, I think. I hadn't even gone out or anything, so I didn't post anything. You're telling me as soon as I block you this day, you're searching up my profile. For what reason? For what reason are you searching on my IG page? Okay. You don't have a reason. So how did I find out? Me and Trey were still friends at this point. Trey came up to me and he was like, oh, why did you block all my friends? I explained to him what happened. He just thought I was overreacting. I get why you would think that, but in my head, I'm 10 million steps ahead, because I'm already thinking about things that have happened to me in the past. And when it comes to friendships, I don't really play like that. I can give you guys more story times, because I have had story time. I was feeling the way I was feeling, and he was feeling the way he was feeling, which is fine. And he said he didn't want to be friends with me anymore because his friends were blocked. I said, okay, that's fine. If that's how you feel, I'm cool. We don't have to talk. We don't have to be friends. Then a couple hours later, Trey sends me a text. This really is where I found out where the issue was. And Rachel was telling me how you said I asked you out heaps of times. I'm shocked to see this. He goes, as if you weren't the one that asked to go to the movies, please. So me and Trey, we went to the movies a little bit before this. We hung out another time as well. I'm the one with the car. I'm the one with the license. When I hung out with Trey, I had to go pick him up. I said to him, oh, like, this movie's coming out and I was gonna go watch it. I'll literally go watch it alone. That was my original plan, but if you want to come, we can hang out and let's go do that. That's what happened with the movies. When I saw this, I was so confused, because I'm saying Trey's been asking me out heaps of times. Never was it that. Never did Trey ask me out on a date. You're telling me I said he asked me out heaps of times. That is a straight up lie. I never said that. I actually don't know what I would have to gain by saying that he said that to me. Honestly, there's been other stories, other people that have been interested in me, maybe characters in this story. If I would have said anything, there's so much truth that I could have said that would have been even more juicy or whatever she wanted. Why would I have to lie when there's so much stuff I could say? That's why I was looking at this mad confused. I just told him I never said that. I never even mentioned we went to the movies, because if I'm gonna say this guy's asked me out on heaps of dates, wouldn't I just mention the date we went on? You know what I'm saying? Because we were hanging out as just friends. But if I'm gonna make up a whole lie, wouldn't I just use some evidence to my lie? I don't know. That's just really random to me. So that's really funny. I'm just deeping in my head. I was just thinking, okay, did I ever mention Trey to her? And she asked me, what are you doing tomorrow or whatever, and I said I might go hang out with Trey if he's free. That was the only time that I brought him up and mentioned him. I told her I might go hang out with you if I wasn't working. And he replied to the movies thing and said she didn't say that. So I'm like, she doesn't even know about the movies. What does she know about you asking me on dates? What does this girl know? Now the lighting has changed apparently. I was starting to crash out at this point. I was getting really mad. Like, why are you not believing me? You know, believe your friends. I'm not gonna sit here waste my time defending myself. Clearly we're not friends, because if we were friends, you would believe me, because you would know what I'm about. Because I was very honest to Trey. I'm just like, you're not treating me like a friend right now. So, and I'm gonna stand up for myself. And he said, you don't have to, I already judged you. I don't know what that means. To this day, I actually have no idea what that means. I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing, but he said that. So I just said, I was real to you, I would genuinely consider you my friend, but if people want to spin what I said, because she a DJ, she really spinning out here and make up stories, cool. It just shows I did what I did for a reason. Oh, I blocked you for a good reason. Maybe blocking the boys was a bit like a step too far, but if I didn't do this and that, I wouldn't have got to where I am today. We weren't even close like that. Like, why would you want to do me dirty? The reason why she wanted to create mess between me and Trey is because Trey was the only one not blocked, and she wasn't happy with that. So she said, ooh, I need to figure out a way to sever their ties. I don't know why I said that like that. Me and Trey, we ended up having a fallout because of that whole situation. He would always try to wave at me, say hi and stuff, but I would just air him. Because look, number one, this guy said he didn't want to be friends with me. I said, you don't want to be friends with me? Why do you even have to speak to me? And number two, he did not believe me. He was actually believing I said it, because he said it sounds like something I would say. I feel like, yes, it's something I would say if it really happened, but it didn't happen. Okay, now it's hot because the heat is bumping. Oh my goodness, literally, guys intimidated to ask me out on dates, so that's never actually happened to me before. So I've never actually said that before. So there you go, girl. You have a live confession from me. I didn't do it. I didn't do it, girl. Must have been somebody else. A couple weeks after me and Trey fell out and everything, it was almost time for the event that I had planned. Liam kept asking me about it. He would ask me about it. I'm not even gonna lie, he was asking me about it every week. Okay, Liam, you was literally asking me about this every single week. I was getting bothered. He was asking me if Trey was still invited. After the whole thing happened, I disinvited Liam. Tyler didn't want to come because of a whole situation I'm not even gonna mention. I guess they both thought that, what was his name? It was Trey. Didn't want to tell him initially about what happened with Trey. I was like, oh, you know what, let me tell you what happened so you can stop asking me what happened. When he saw the text, he was just like this, I'm so confused. And I'm like, oh, why are you confused? And he goes, because why would you say that? Even Liam looking at this like, what? Why would you do this? I said to him, I just told you what happened, but this is the conclusion that I came to. I know people, okay? I have been friends with other girls. I know how this goes. There's people in the world who are genuinely like this. So if you've interacted with them before, you will know how to catch them out. And he started saying, oh, you know what? This girl is like this because I just got a new girl and she's starting drama with me and my new girl. Oh, Liam. Like, I didn't want to tell him for real, but I'm like, you know, because I can't really physically prove it. She wants you bad. The way you move to, it's not subtle. We know. I don't know if he knows, because sometimes Liam is a little bit la-di-da-di-da. The people know. The people around y'all know. You want Liam, I don't know, go get him. Actually, don't get him now because he has a new girl. But I don't know if I can say this. I got word from somebody that she was crashing out over Liam and his new girl. To wrap up the whole situation, me and Trey are cool now. You know, he apologized and everything. He does believe me at the end. Me, Tyler, and Liam are also cool. I actually did unblock all of them except for Rachel. Like, come on, be for real. I don't think in this century you will be unblocked, but I don't think in this century, girl. I don't think you'll ever be unblocked. Also, I don't have anything against Serena. It's calm. Serena was always nice to me. You know, like, why did you have to go and be messy for? Why, honestly, why did you have to go and be messy for? And why did you think you was gonna mess with me? You thought you was gonna mess with me. Rachel, girl, you know, I am learning to disinvite people. I don't care what y'all say, I'll be disinvited. I try to act like Rachel does not exist. That is the way I like to move, because I don't want her twisting her stories. But you know what, since she lies, I wonder what I'll do next. You know what, you guys, hit up Rachel and she can tell you guys a story about me. Maybe, no, I won't hit up Rachel. I won't. Tell me what story he makes up about me, because I would love to hear what I be doing. Maybe she has something interesting, because I really don't go outside for real. Maybe Rachel can make up a lovely little story about me. I hope this wasn't boring. My voice is not too monotone and it was a little bit funny. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed my little story time. Spill a little bit of tea. Like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.